we don't know the answers to.
Yeah, and this is all huge shit. Like I didn't expect
It's
for at least another
huge.
year. Like what?
It's huge.
Why is there more? Why is we don't need more? It's hard to be a professional doing this already. We don't need more.
Oh, there's too much.
But I'll take it because I hate myself that much.
Well, and first of all, I'm happy that we finally. I was scared there was a time where I was scared pro wrestling was going to die. So I'm happy that we live in an era where there's too much.
Yeah.
Too much is still better than not enough or none, right?
Yeah. It is the problem I would choose to have if I had my choice.
Correct. When I come home from the grocery store and I'm like, there's too much stuff in the freezer. I have to make steaks tonight. It's like, yeah, I wish there wasn't too much stuff in the freezer, but that's the best problem I could have.
Right, yeah.
Because I've had the problem where there was nothing in the freezer.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to eat that night.
WWE isn't the only thing to watch right now.
For real. Because otherwise I wouldn't be watching anything probably. Or I would be watching WWE. I don't know. Either that or I'd be going. Or maybe I'd be coming. I don't know, Pacey.
Well, why don't we do both at the same time?
Usually I like to come and then go, but hey, if you can pop them both off at one time, teach me, my friend. Teach me.
All right, this is how you do it. Snap it to it.
We like Montel Jordan.
Yes. PW Insider has confirmed Marty Scurll signed a new deal with Ring of Honor. Scurll's contract had expired at the end of November 2019. The length of the contract is undisclosed, but was noted. Ring of Honor offered Scurll WWE main roster money. With only being obligated to 40 dates per year, the most lucrative contract in nearly 20-year history of the promotion.
Damn. They like Marty Scurll.
Well, they like him more than that, because it was also confirmed that he will be taking on a lead booking role and creative duties behind the scenes as well. Wow, that was fun. Hunter Delirious Johnston remains with the company in a creative capacity is the plan right now.
My favorite Hunter who is in a creative capacity of a pro wrestling show, let me tell you.
There's not enough H's there for me, man. As the plan right now is for Scurll to determine the direction for Delirious to run the television shows, using Scurll's ideas and adding in details and formatting it for television. Delirious is said to be happy about the deal, as it takes a lot of pressure and anxiety away from his role since he has been on the Ring of Honor booking team since 2010 and head booker since 2012. It appears that Scurll's new Ring of Honor deal will also allow Scurll to continue to work in the NWA, as Scurll is being advertised for the next set of NWA Power tapings scheduled for January 26th in Atlanta.
And I am so excited for these Scurll Aldis matches. Oh,
yes.
This is a good. I can't wait for Scurll.
Rumor also has it that he could be cleared to work for New Japan and AEW as well, from what I saw this week.
And that would be awesome.
I mean, if you want to keep him around, this is the way to do it. Also, this is great for Scurll because when he does finally go full on to AEW, he could probably get a nice role as an EVP. Right. I feel like that's why he's doing this.
I had read
he can run a show.
I had read New Japan was optional, but WWE and AEW were not because of their status. But doesn't mean, if you and I read two different things, that means that nobody knows.
Yep, that's exactly what.
Or that both people are guessing, which is probably right. But good for Scurll.
I don't know if you watched Dynamite this week, but they're playing it off as there's an undisclosed figure at the head of the Dark Order now. And so the speculation is that it's Scurll running things.
Villain Enterprises.
He's trying to pick up Nakazawa and Omega and Hangman Page. So to me, that for it to be Scurll doing that makes a lot of sense because all of his friends are dead, so he's going to take part of them and then wage war against the Elite. That would be great.
Right. I would love it. continue the villain enterprises, and it could be the villain Dark Order.
Yep.
Or just the Dark Order and just him. I mean, it doesn't have to be villain, but it works.
He's the villain behind the Dark Order. I actually like that better than using the name villain again.
But nonetheless, this is huge for Ring of Honor, who we have noted in the past couple of years has really dropped, and keeping Marty Scurll locked in, and especially giving him behind the scenes creative duties can, I would hope, help. I don't know how he is as a creative personality. I know how he is personally as a creative personality. He's just added so much to his character that he made his character, so that is amazing. Mm-hmm. But the fact that they locked in a big name like Marty Scurll, he's not going anywhere. Obviously, they gave him duties behind the scenes, which hopefully helps. This is good for Ring of Honor. This is a good step in 2020 to moving back to where we want them to be, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is huge for him. This is big for Ring of Honor. I'm expecting to see Ring of Honor kind of get back on their feet in the next year. And
it's good for NWA to know that they're going to be able to continue using him because they're building themselves also, and Scurll can only be a positive in any, whether he's in Ring of Honor, whether he's in NWA, whether he's in AEW. He can only help whatever brand he's on.
We don't have the fact that Scott Steiner showed up on NWA this week in the comings and goings. So I'm just going to drop that right here.
Well, he did.
Did I? I didn't see it. I was scrolling.
No, he did, I said.
Oh,
he did.
He did. So that's there.
We liked it. It was...
I mean, every time anywhere, NWA is a good place for it.
Every time we see him, he's showing that he's older than the last time we seen him.
Yeah.
But God damn it, we love him on the mic. God damn, do we love him on the mic.
Yes.
With that being said, he's still better than a lot of other people in the ring.
But, yeah, I think so. And that chainmail headpiece really hides his age well.
We like the chainmail.
Yes.
Just ask old Maple Leaf muscle, Petey Williams. And basically, after being with MLW since 2017 and becoming the company's first ever world middleweight champion, old Maxwell Jacob Friedman revealed on Twitter that his stay with Major League Wrestling, the company that made him a household name, has come to an end. But he claims the dynasty will continue on. While he has wrestled his final match for MLW, MJF will remain on TV for several months in the future, Pasty, as there has been content that has been pre-taped for quite a while.
Well, that's the way you do it. Record 6 years of content.
I mean, Tupac's still putting out albums. Come on!
They'll have him wrestle as a hologram.
Plus, though, he's local to MLW headquarters in New Rochelle, New York, so he can always come in if needed and shoot promos. Mm-hmm. And in fact, his official deal doesn't expire until a few months from now. So at that point, he'll be exclusively locked in with AEW as part of a 5-year deal. So he's still technically under contract with them. They're just letting him leave now and then finish up the rest of his contract. Quote, already pre-recorded, but pulling him back in for a few spots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is smart. It's smart for them to do that rather than wait till he's no longer with them at all and then have 7 months of him recorded in the ring and no backstage shit recorded.
Yeah.
So that's pretty smart of them. You don't see that a lot with wrestling companies, but that's kind of forward thinking of MLW. I give it up to Court Bauer for that.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And, you know, with the way things are going with MJF and AEW right now, I totally understand his urge to lock himself down to one company.
Well, and the way MLW and AEW has been so far, I would not be surprised to see MJF make a shot here or there with them in the future either, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you watch this week, Dynamite?
I watched Fusion.
Cody agreed to MJF's terms, so he will not touch MJF before Revolution. He will face Wardlow in a cage match before Revolution, and MJF gets to whip him with a belt in the ring.
Ah,
yes.
For him.
Yes.
So it's like Hulk Hogan and David Flair.
He has to kiss MJF's ring as well, so that's another thing. So yeah, I think it's a good build. You know what I mean? Like, at least we know what's going to happen the next 4 weeks leading up.
Yeah, we like that.
And this will be Wardlow's debut match, so that'll be good to see too. And speaking of AEW, Taz has signed a multi-year deal with them after making several appearances for the company over the past few months. Yes! The ECW original returned to the announce table for Wednesday's AEW Dark tapings and then inked his contract after the show ended. AEW released video of the FTW champion, Executive Vice President Cody Rhodes, and Vice President of Business Strategy Chris Harrington. Who the fuck is that?
The business! We like the business.
Making the deal official after the show. Taz's hiring is allegedly so he can work on commentary for the new show. It's just good. Taz has been the least let down of anybody who's touched the... Actually, this week... this week's Dark had... God damn it. Where did I had it somewhere. Did I send it to you in a message?
Nope.
Are you sure? I think I did.
Yep.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. A legendary Memphis announcer. His name's God damn it. No, I did because I told you why you should watch.
No, I watched. I watched the.
Where is it?
I watched the Memphis tribute and all that. I don't know what you're getting at, Pasty.
The guy, the white-haired dude.
He's the guy who has white hair. That's Eric Bischoff, you jackass. Yes, it is. He's the announcer with white hair. Oh, that's Eric Bischoff. No, the other one. Oh, that's Bobby Heenan.
God damn it. Hang on.
This is riveting fucking podcast,
Nobody's
folks.
listening anymore.
No, it is. How about Dave Brown? You like Dave Brown?
There you go. That's it. He's got a
Oh, my God!
I was going to say it's like Dave something, Bob something. It's a very simple name. But, yeah, I don't know him from announcing, okay? Because I wasn't a big old-school wrestling guy. But he's got a really good voice for it. And if he decided to jump on ship too, I wouldn't complain. Although he's old and probably wouldn't be able to be around for long.
No, but it's still better than what they got. That's the one thing lacking in AEW. They need to fine tune their announce team. But it sounds like
people on the announce team, ones who can keep up with the action.
But Pasty, it almost sounds like Taz might not help out with that, huh? You might be going to that new show.
Might be. It's all up in the air.
So we might be stuck with who we got. I don't know. But there's some more controversial AEW news as of note, Pasty, and that is according to SoCal Uncensored, Brian Cage has signed a multi-year deal with All Elite Wrestling.
Yes, right.
The former Impact World Champion became a free agent after his Impact contract expired just recently. Then at Impact's Hard to Kill, as we talked about, he kind of got squashed by Rob Van Dam, which is usually a clear sign that he isn't sticking around. Now, in the past, Cage has wrestled for several promotions, such as AAA in Mexico, Lucha Underground in California, Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan, and Pro Wrestling Guerrilla on the East Coast of the United States, and that's been since his 2004 debut, as well as wrestling in Impact, where he really got his name out there. We should note that Melissa Santos, though, who is Cage's shoot wife, denied reports on Twitter. She tweeted, quote, "Really? How can you confirm something that isn't true? I'm his wife, and I can confirm he hasn't signed on any dotted line."
Because the line was solid.
Later on, she added, And when he finally signs somewhere, be it AEW, Impact, etc., we will let you know. People try